If you look on the recipe sheet down under step 5, there are other things you can add to this, which is like agave nectar, honey, jaggery, chyavanprash. Do you know what that is? It's a popular herbal paste from India that evidently is very sweet, and so they like to add that. There's gulkand, which is a sweet preserve of rose petals from Pakistan. Yes, dark chocolate.
Ah, delicious.
Any herbs or spices, jams, or preserves. Yeah, you can make, that's why I say be creative with this, because there's, you know, you can add almost anything to this.
What's jaggery?
Jaggery is like a brown sugar paste.
Oh, but it's better for you than...
It's what they can't, it's what they can't use when they process sugar. It's a very
brown sugary tasting type of thing.
It's almost like our molasses.
So could you use molasses?
Yes, you can use molasses for it. Yes, absolutely. However you want to make it nutritious for you, add those things to it. Anything usually that's 75% or more cacao is what is I consider the best dark chocolate, if you're going to buy it out there.
And then the gulkand?
The gulkand, I really don't know where you would get that because it's from Pakistan and North India. So you would probably go to an Indian Asian store to get that.
Can you use just cacao instead of chocolate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But you definitely would have to add some type of sweetener if you added raw cacao, because that would be really bitter otherwise.
Okay.
So just be creative. Any kind of jam. Strawberry jam.
Let's have sugar in it. You have to make your own jam with it.
Yeah. Well, honey, you know, there's lots of jams out there that don't have sugar in them. Yes. They're just like, some of them have grain sweeteners in them, honey, agave. There's a lot of different things you can get nowadays. There's
Go to the Keys?
Yeah, we're going to the Keys soon. So that we can get some key limes.
Costa Rica, you want to be warmer than here, huh?
After this past week, whew, I think so.
Let me ask you, what about fructose?
fructose.
Debbie, what'd you just say?
Too much fructose.
Honey. This is a tablespoon of honey that I just added.
Thank you.
Fructose is, to me, almost exactly like sugar. Yeah, because it's very refined.
And we get too much of it.
It's a corn process, and we have to be careful of that because of the GMO corn that's been
It's
proliferating. Yeah.
Natural fructose is
It's
a lot
fruit.
less what you get in natural fruit than what they do to us when they put fructose into our foods. They really, really multiply it heavily. And that's why it's so bad for us, and it's not bad for us in the fruit form.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
you can get the fructose.
Right.
But you have to be seeing the label as to what's derivative, where it comes
They have
from.
it at Whole Food by the in the bulk.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
that the good one?
No?
No.
You can check on that. Check on that. It's supposed to be labeled where it comes from as far as corn versus the others, fruit. But most of what you'll see used in the soda industry, it says high fructose corn syrup.
That's horrible.
That's the bad stuff.
I just had a question that you guys might be interested in. She wanted to know what the celery leaves taste like. They are bitter, but when you cook them, they just add flavor. However, if you juice them, they will add bitterness to your juice, usually. Yeah, so I wouldn't juice the leaves.
At least not much of it.
Myself, yeah.
Bitter is actually good for you. You probably heard of Swedish bitters. Extraordinary for the body. So bitter doesn't mean don't eat it. It means moderate it. Because it is good. It's just like the outside of the oranges and citrus fruits. They have the white part between the outer skin and the inner meat. That is very bitter, but it is so strong as a cancer killer. And so are the seeds for the avocado. Those seeds are very strong for cancer killing. Turmeric is one of the best things for cancer is to use turmeric.
Avocado and tomato.
What's that? Open door.
Avocado, turmeric,
Avocado
skin?
the seeds.
The seed. How do you eat the avocado seed?
You don't eat it.
You blend it.
You cut it
Into what,
up
though?
and blend it into
I blend it and I make crackers out of it.
smoothies. Yeah, you can make crackers out of it too.
Crackers?
Yes, I blend the seed. Well,
She
you don't have
processes
to. I
the-
process it in my blend tech.
Okay.
Or a Vitamix. You have to cut it into pieces if you do the Vitamix.
But
You
not
have
the
a
food
red-
processor first.
No,
No?
I put it right in my blender, blend it all up, add olive oil and sunflower seeds, I think is what I add to it. And then I mix it with onions and make a paste out of it, which I'll show you how to
Bring
do
it
it.
sometime.
Yeah. And then I
That sounds fun.
dehydrate it.
Oh, you dehydrate. I
Yes,
thought you said
and then
dehydrate.
they get really crisp and crackery-like, and so
Okay.
I've got my raw seed that I'm eating that's high in phytochemicals.
All these recipes and more are available on Debbie's CD Uncooked Book for $19.95. Available today. And we'll give you 2 discs for the price of one, but the second one will be blank.
$19.99.
You didn't know I was a pitch man, did you?
That guy with the ShareWow.
Yeah.
He's got company.
He's good.
Yeah.
Carl,
Yeah, I found it under her email.
buy it or else.
Buy it or else. You're captive here. Lock the doors, Tom.
Coming out.
Can you use the
Yeah, the oils are coming out of it.
can you use the avocado skin for anything?
No.
Yeah,
No.
compost.
Compost, that's about it.
There you go.
Rub it on the car.
So turmeric, just by itself, how do you eat it if you're gonna take it?
Turmeric, you just mix it in some
Sprinkle on
water
something.
or put it on something. I put it on bread this morning with a little oil and very good, very tasty.
Really
Yeah.
it is. What does it taste like, turmeric?
It's like a curry, but real
curry.
mild.
Real
It's
mild,
almost
not
completely
that curry.
removed of
No, but
the.
the curry,
Avocado
that is
seeds,
one
and
part
what's
of the
third
curry
thing?
when you make it.
Right.
Yes.
That's only one
They
part.
use turmeric for coloring, orange colors for stuff. So it's not got that much flavor to it,
Right.
but
But
it's
it
really
packs-
good for you.
It packs a punch for
turmeric,
helping you.
Avocado
Tell you.
seed and what else for cancer?
Well, there's many others things, but the biggest would be your avocado seeds,
Orange.
turmeric, the peels for citrus peels,
Okay.
The inside, the white
Yeah, the
part.
white
Just the white
fuzzy.
part, not the outside.
No,
white fuzzy, but it's very strong. Same with the pomegranate, is it pomegranate? The seeds inside,
right.
And
but
the white
that's
pith.
in there.
Let me ask you, how do you ingest that white? Because I tried to make a shake for my husband, it was so awful. Like, not
Too much was added, and you really have to mask it. So, like the chocolate would mask it, or green smoothies. The more green you have it, it's going to mask it. Like basil, sweet basil is
really
very
good.
strong, or cilantro fresh. They're
And
very
fruit.
strong, and they're going to mask
and
that
lots
over.
of fruit.
Yeah, but you can't use the whole white part of a citrus.
How much of it? Like
It'll
a quarter of
A
it?
quarter of the white outside,
And
yeah.
that's enough to kill cancer in your whole smoothie?
Yeah, there's actually a smoothie book. Again, the books I have over here, there's actually a smoothie book by Ann Whitaker, and another one by Jeff Primack has a great book on it. And Ann Whitaker, I just have some copies of their pages, but Ann Whitaker has a book, Smoothie Formulas. And their smoothie formulas, again, they may not be as palatable as the sweet ones, but if you've got somebody with a life-threatening disease, they have to give up that how do you say, stigma that if it doesn't taste good, I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Okay, that's all right.
We're going
You
to
can
start
go
on
rye.
the sprouted rye, red pepper, and papaya salad. And the first thing we start with is our sprouted rye. And this is our sprouted rye. I'm going to send these around so that you can taste them just the way they are. Now, a lot of people are worried about gluten because a lot of people have celiac disease or they are very sensitive to gluten because gluten can be real hard on your stomach because it's like glue, you know, and if your body can't handle that gluishness of it, then it's going to have a hard time digesting it. But when you sprout things, it makes it much more digestible so that that gluten is not quite the same as it was when it was not sprouted. So, and rye is, the worst thing for gluten is wheat. The next one is spelt, and then rye is right below that. And the next thing we're going to put in is some peppers, 12 ounces of them. Red peppers and orange peppers are higher in vitamin C than most other vegetables,
Oh, good.
especially when they're raw. And of course, you know that if you cook anything that has high vitamin C in it, you kill the vitamin C.
Oh.
So you can't. That's why eating raw is so much better. If you need vitamin C, you have to eat it raw. It will not survive going through heat. These are rye seeds. Yes, that's all you do. I got these rye seeds at Whole Foods. Is where I got them. Yeah. And they're not called sprouting seeds. So they were very good. They were high in the sprouting ability. As long as especially if they're fresh, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I know it's a lot.
Tasty, I mean, you can have it as a snack.
Yeah.
Delicious.
In fact, I like to make flour out of my sprouted grains, and so I dry them in the dehydrator, and then I will put them through my mill to grind as flour.
Where do you get your berries?
Thank you, thank you.
Wheat berries, Whole Foods.
Okay, so we had just got our 12 ounces of pepper in there. So we're going to put now a 1/4 of a cup of pecans in there. Pardon?
Do you freeze papaya?
Freeze papaya. I have not, but I heard that you can.
I
Yes,
have
I
some
freeze
frozen
it.
and we do it.
I'm frozen, I have it frozen.
Yeah, yeah. If you're planning on using it in smoothies, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I even freeze my parsley, my cilantro. I will freeze it and then just take it, and of course it's so frozen, I just break it off, and put it in my smoothie. So that works well that way. So this is about 2 tablespoons of parsley, fresh parsley that we're going to put in here. And then we're going to chop up actually about 1/3 of a large sweet onion. I already trimmed it down, so it's about 1/3. Okay, the onion's in there. Next, we're going to put 3 tablespoons of lemon juice.
I think the soup's been 30 minutes.
Yes, it probably has.
Oh, God bless you for keeping
Thank you
track.
for watching.
She is so,
On top of it.
29.625 seconds.
Not too soon. Look at that. It's a lot of heat
so
there.
Jackie, what do you, okay, now she's back to the soup, or?
This is the base.
Yeah, this is just the base, so I'm going to taste it and see how it tastes.
So it's a dead food, but it's very tasty.
Yeah. Well, the lycopene is the part that you're going
I
to
know,
have
more
better
salt.
through the heat. The tomatoes do that. That's correct. When they heat up, they release the lycopene into the food.
Well, they also found
Yeah,
that
lycopene's free from that.
some of the industry folks have created some hype about lycopene and having to cook it, or and we have to be aware that you need to look behind the scenes on that, because you can have a company fund
Yes, you
a
can.
test
That's right.
that is actually the manufacturer.
Yeah. That's the information I've been hearing in a lot of different places for a long time now about the lycopene. You have too, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That lycopene comes up better in tomatoes when they're heated.
For instance, watermelon, great lycopene.
Yeah.
I
Red
love
watermelon, yeah. Red, not yellow. They have yellow watermelon too.
I love red watermelon.
Yeah.
Yellow's good?
No, it's a hybrid. I wouldn't touch it. I don't even touch it if it's seedless. I don't like to. We'll eat it, but it's,
Seedless is bad?
yeah, it's
Yes,
hybrid.
for sure.
Yeah.
Seedless is a hybrid?
Yes, of course it's a hybrid.
Seedless is a
They changed it
hybrid,
in order to
for
make it
sure.
seedless.
Seedless grapes
That's what I eat.
is bad.
Anything you don't see is
Get the seeded if you can find it.
It's hard to find these days.
I know.
Eat the
The
seeded.
seedless has almost replaced the
Yeah, they
seeded,
ruined it.
which is
It's
not
nearly
good.
as good.
Recipe his name, he's the
That's
one
what we
that
like
do it.
tomatoes,
Be
right?
careful of
Yeah.
your fruits,
And use the milk.
your grapes and stuff.
Allow me
Yes, I
to
would like
use
you to
me as a
bring them.
like a little child.
What?
I need to cut on there. Thank you.
Yes, I was certified myself.
Okay, so we're going to cut up our
Oh,
celery.
wow.
You
There
don't
you
do
go,
it.
that's the good one.
You could do it.
We're going to jump back to the soup now that it's ready to get
Okay.
everything into it. So
Yep, yep. Onions, yellow squash, zucchini.
And then different shapes, stars and stuff.
add these all at the same time. And these are, I've already chopped up one yellow squash
And soups, huh?
in cubes, yes. I cubed pretty much everything. I shredded, well, these are shredded carrots. You can just buy those like that, or you can shred them yourself.
What is that, zucchini?
This is zucchini, also diced. And this is the other half of our onion that we used before, and we're going to dice it up also.
You don't use your food processor much for the dicing and
No,
slicing.
only when I want to slice it,
Oh, okay.
and I want it in circles or in shredded things, you know, like for the kimchi.
Oh, okay.
I like it that way. And also when I make my crackers,
Yeah.
I always do it shredded like that.
Okay.
Same with my latkes that I dehydrate.
Do you ever do carrots sliced that way?
Yes,
Yeah, because I think they look better.
yeah, they work great in there.
After we eat all this good food.
So what did it say?
Divert it?
Okay, now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dump all of this into here.
Okay.
I just turned it off.
Right.
We're gonna dump all of this into there,
I would use that.
and we're gonna stir it in.
Okay. You said you put the corn in there too, right?
Yes, I am gonna put some corn in it. I think that's the one I need it for. Make sure I don't need it for anything else. Yeah, since I didn't have the peas, you know how I am. I'll put corn in there if there's, if I don't have what I need.
Yeah, sure.
Now, we're gonna leave the lid on there for 15 minutes. Does anybody want to time that for us?
She will. You're in charge.
How long do you need it?
That was a good
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
Quarter after 6.
Okay, now we're gonna continue with our papaya salad, sprouted rye and papaya salad. And what did we get? We got the sweet onions last, so I'm gonna chop up some garlic.
You don't like to leave the skin on the garlic? Do you know it's very good for you?
It is?
Yes.
I had never done it before.
I've always heard that
That-
the skin
that
is very
paper
good.
stuff is good for you? Garlic's bad enough for that.
Well, I don't think I would put it in a raw food dish, but it might be good in something cooked.
Unless it was blended.
Yeah, unless you blended it. Now, I would do it in the blender. I've done it in the blender
Oh,
before.
things like that, yeah.
Yeah, so you can
Right,
grind it up, but I wouldn't do it in this raw food dish.
it might stick in my teeth.
It would? Yeah, look at that,
Your
exactly.
teeth, yeah.
Stick in your teeth for sure.
Okay, what do you want me to do with these? Chop them?
Chop them up, please. 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
What am I putting them in when they're chopped?
This olive oil.
No, in that little dish.
I don't know if you noticed this, see how green this olive oil is?
Yeah.
That's cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And it's really, really good for you. And then what else? Okay, now we're going to put in our dried spices, coriander, cumin. And I need this chocolate. And raisins, we can put in right now.
You know, when you make, when you make.
You're doing raisins or raisins?
soup,
I'm doing raisins.
Okay.
They're actually called Chinese plums.
No, but you do it in the dal, when you have the oil and you put cumin in it, and then you don't have to do it.
1 teaspoon of cumin, we're going to add to this.
Easy.
Cumin is not hot, so you don't have to worry about it.
Good.
It's just very tasty. Coriander also is not hot, it's just very
Actually,
tasty.
you're cooking a lot of stuff with Indian ingredients.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Indian taste.
Yeah, it's good.
Guess we'll have to cook for you one day.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Now you won't be here, she'll be in the warm.
We can all join you there?
Yes, we'll just come and go with you. This almost exactly enough.
Okay, what do I do with this?
Put it in there. put it in there this way.
Oh, yeah, the oil, the garlic, the cumin, the lemon juice, and coriander, okay.
Mhm. See, I have to make do sometimes with what you got.
Yes, right, yes.
Let's see, where's my other?
If I blended that, I couldn't get all that out of the blender. It's so little.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's
Oh,
very
I've
small.
got a little blender
Uh-huh,
that I use
yeah.
that,
Yeah, I have a little one too, I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's nice for that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Handheld.
Okay, okay.
And usually I let this sit in the fridge for a while to blend the tastes.
So if you all come back tomorrow,
You can taste it tomorrow.
You'll be gone. Okay, what time?
It's already gone.
what'd you do, salt?
The hand is
Salt
going
away. It's under lock and key now.
My goodness, okay. You don't eat salt?
She eats lots of
I
salt.
ate lots of salt, he doesn't
Lots
eat
of
any.
salt, I don't eat much at all.
Yes, you do, because she cooks for you.
Yes, this is true.
And he loves it.
What's it missing?
Salt.
It's missing honey. So, add some honey to this.
Wow.
How much honey?
About
2 tablespoons? 1? That's
No.
1 tablespoon.
1 teaspoon.
Some of this and some
Equal
of
parts
that.
with salt.
It's been a while since I made this. That's what actually the raisins are supposed to do, is give it that sweetness.
Oh, okay.
So
Could
what I
you-
could do is add more of those.
Could you use agave instead of honey?
Of course.
Can you always, like in the kimchi, can you substitute agave for honey and not wreck the?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll get rid of it for you.
Okay.
Just helping you out here. What a sweetie.
Yes, it's a sweet
So
one.
this is a new
Very
recipe
light.
then?
Yeah, this is a new
Okay,
recipe.
what
I
is
just
this one?
created it this week.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower, 1.5 cups of
What's it
cauliflower.
making?
I'm making the almond flour whipped topping. Almost looks like this is made out of almond flour, but it's almond and cauliflower.
What do you top this on?
Well, we're gonna put it on banana bread,
Oh, banana bread.
homemade banana bread that I made.
How do you do that, Roll?
You don't.
Oh, okay.
That's something you have to.
Something you have to break down and accept.
I had all these bananas, you know, and Levi wanted some banana bread, so.
There you
You
go.
You
know,
could dry the bananas, that would be the bread.
The what?
Dried bananas, that would be banana bread.
That would be really high in sugar though. That'd be worse
Yeah.
than banana bread.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yum. Yeah, he'd be stopped up for a week.
That's for sure.
At least I would. That's how I respond to that kind of banana eating.
Okay, we're gonna put a 1/2 cup of raw apples in there. If I remember right.
What a great idea.
You don't use, do you ever use the red apples or you prefer those?
Actually, the yellow apples are more alkaline.
Yeah, they're better for you.
I don't like the red.
They're Granny Smith.
I like the yellow.
You won't
Yeah, the
even
yellow is
notice.
better for you.
You won't notice because there's gonna be cinnamon and all kinds of
Right,
good
thank
stuff in
you.
here.
Thank you, thank you.
There's so much to learn and unlearn.
Yes, isn't it the truth? Unlearning's the hard part, isn't it? I'm gonna get one for Catherine. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, she'd kill me if I did.
I have an unfounded belief that apple seeds are like the elixir of life. You know, there's some secret in there.
Yeah,
I
amen.
always eat them.
That's good. Apple seeds are like the elixir of life.
What is it? Oh, you like it?
This has been so much fun though, to
Oh,
taste
it's
these
great.
different things.
I mean, it's different.
This is abnormal.
I love the cumin.
Good. I'm putting 2 tablespoons of honey in here.
This is wonderful.
I'll
very
do
Really
a
good.
spatula.
You like this stuff?
Yeah.
My taste buds are
This
changing.
is very
I
good.
like
Tastes
that.
like a Tex-Mex thing.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah?
does.
Doesn't it?
It's a Florida Tex.
Yeah, is it fun?
I like it.
This will take down your pH. Balance you out.
Yep. It will.
This is good.
Now I'm going to put in coconut oil.
Up or down? Up or down?
No.
Which one is it, Debbie?
What?
pH balance up or down?
You want it to go up to alkaline.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get too alkaline?
Yes, you can get too alkaline, but that's highly unlikely.
It's right here. I got one for you. You're welcome. This is the papaya salad. No, no, you didn't miss it. You are.
We're almost ready to eat the soup. You want some soup?
I had enough kimchi to last me a little bit.
Okay.
And anytime you want to give me anything, you know I take it.
Okay.
Remember the one with the orange, the bell pepper and the pecan pieces and all that? Well, then finally the last thing she put in, they put in.
Okay, we're going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon in
And
here.
now she's working on the cauliflower topic, which is for that. That should be tasty.
Is that cinnamon?
Yes, that's cinnamon.
And you get the pure kind of cinnamon that's like not processed, or how do you do
Cinnamon sticks?
cinnamon sticks? Do you
Cinnamon
process it?
sticks, no.
I have to applaud you guys. This is a lot of work to bring this here every week, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm preparing all
Quite a
week.
bit of planning. I think you are.
Fortunately, I had my cookbook already done, you know, so I could just go in and grab one and just put all the stuff together, you know,
Yeah.
so that works out good.
But this is a new recipe you're doing now.
Yes, this is a new recipe.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to put 3 dashes of nutmeg in here.
Okay.
You see how I made the dashes?
Yep, I did.
Okay.
The way I do dashes too.
Uh-huh.
Debbie,
Yes?
are we guinea pigs?
Yes, you're guinea pigs. Although I did have my original guinea pig, who was Bev, taste it.
Okay.
And she loved it. So that was a good thing. 3
Actually, it
dashes.
was
That one
Levi
you
and
just
I.
ate was the one in the back
And you want to
page.
still
Red
there?
pepper and
What's that, Debbie?
This is allspice.
Oh, I never-
Its
oh,
dashes are a
sure.
little
But
bit
the cinnamon
bigger
and
than
the different
the
things
dash.
that are in it. Which one was that? Right.
And half a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah, that was earlier, and you said you wanted.
He has the salt in his pocket.
I'll let you do the honors, honey.
Yeah, yeah, especially if it's
Let me
like
wipe
skinny
that
food,
off.
you should try to get a switch to that. You could use it, it was, it didn't anymore.
And then we are going to grind this all up.
You know what I mean?
Good salt.
You must like salt too.
I do.
Good. This is really good.
Yeah, it's yummy.
Like it? More if you want some.
You know what you did with it?
What?
You know what you did with the salad?
What?
Some watercress.
Watercress? Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Now, is this gonna get like that cauliflower mashed potato consistency?
Yes.
You like that?
That was delicious.
That was in here.
Very good.
Once your body starts to
Let's
assimilate.
see if we can make it.
By their experience, they don't have problems. Almost every day. Oh, I.
So the apples will turn dark, but that's all right.
Actually, you can't tell because I
Yeah.
put cinnamon in it and
Right.
allspice. And you've got to put the allspice in here if you don't want the aftertaste of cauliflower.
I couldn't help but to.
So something about the allspice takes away that aftertaste.
This is so amazingly cool to me, though. I'll bless you all, and then bless others like you're doing.
What's that?
And then
praise
go
God.
on and on about that. But it's like, this is probably the healthiest I've ever eaten in my life.
Not to admit you.
Amen. Praise God.
We didn't bring you here.
That's what it's all about. Is learning to eat Father's way, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, wonderful.
Very
We're gonna
good.
have to go out to eat tonight.
You like the soup?
I do like
Oh, this
Delicious.
is
It
amazing.
is good.
it. I added more salt though.
Yeah, well, of course. I would too if I were you. Some people like all, you know, all the vegetables all
Classic
mushed
term.
up,
It's
but
itchy bun.
it's Ichiban.
Japanese.
Cool.
Yeah, what happens when your husband says, I don't feed him enough calories and he needs like real food? So what do you do? Let them eat more bread?
Yeah, bread or anything with nuts and seeds in it has a lot of calories in it. I mean, that in itself is high, you know, it's got high in the oils and fats and
That's why it's the almond
protein.
butter.
How come I eat all those things and I don't do it?
And this almond butter.
Because they're the right kind of oils. If you eat the wrong kind of oils, you'll gain weight. If you eat the good kind of oils, like the nuts and seeds, you won't gain that much weight. Not unless you overdo it.
Banana bread.
It's my banana bread that I make.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Okay, you can take that.
It's not
So,
wrong.
No,
You have to tell me
no, the banana bread
what
was
to
not
do with
wrong.
the pea seeds.
But I'm sure it was very
It's
healthy.
in our
Yes,
recipe
it
book.
was, because it was all my homegrown and
Do you have our recipe?
grinded flour.
Oh, so you have a grinder too now. We've got another, that was another piece of equipment there I just
I
heard.
need to make some
And
dishes.
the flour there has quinoa in it
That's
and
another
millet
Okay.
and
That's
barley
another joke.
Wow.
and
no.
wheat and rye. I think it has all 5
Oh,
grains in there.
Flour here?
Oh, and buckwheat too.
Okay, we can go home. And you can have your salt back. How about that? Since we done cooking.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
I didn't know you could have gotten through all of that in this time.
That's amazing.
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
We are only but your
Yes, it
servants.
is.
Amen.
And we
We're here to
thank you for
serve
being
you.
here, and we enjoy doing this. And it's a love of ours, so as you can see, the passion is there for us.
Absolutely.